What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is Wednesday. It is the 13th of April. These videos have to come out earlier. Ton of action to start the day here on the baseball side of things. Yeah, we got to go through the recap. Unfortunately, we dropped all three. We got hooked on every single play last night, and it was tough. So let's start out with Bregman. Got a single and a walk. So he was 1 for 2 total in the game. Ended up, obviously, if walks counted, this would have hit. But that's how it rolls sometimes. He got walked in his first at bat. Second at bat gets a hit. And then the last two, we got to the pen. Brought some pretty heavy hitters in there and was not able to get there. We get hooked on Hudson as well. Got absolutely shit on like we thought. Yeah, 72 or 70 pitches. I thought he'd end after 3 with him having like 50-some pitches. But he gave up like 4 runs in 4 innings, 70-something pitches, 4 Ks. It was just, yeah, just one of those things, I guess. Just another hook. This is the one I'm the most upset about because Winker had a great game yesterday. First 2 at-bats it was a walk. Line out that I thought was going out. I thought he hit a homer. Gets a single, then walks in his last at bat. So anticlimactic. So he reached base 3 times and still didn't get to this number. Guys just couldn't throw to him. And like I said, that's 3. I literally gave out 3 hooks yesterday. Like that's almost harder to do than to actually win the bet. Like, unfortunately, that's where we're at. And wanted to make sure I do this video just because I know with Past the Prop and stuff, I usually don't get to recap my own stuff. So I want to make sure you guys get this recap. Not hiding from anything. I feel great about where I was at on all these plays. So I'm coming back at you with hopefully with another winner. Luckily, at the end of the night, I do my RX play of the days over on Twitter. And I had the Braves' first 5 team total over 2.5. They ended up scoring 11, I think, in the first 5 innings. That was very nice. Had them stacked in DraftKings. That was very nice. So make sure you follow over there. I think I've won my last 6 in a row on those. And I'm trying to give out like 3 to 4 a day free plays for you guys and keep you guys wanting to continue to come back and wanting to continue to hear our explanation and our numbers here on why we're going with a lot of the bets that we are going with. I think that definitely helps us out quite a bit. So let's start out with our first play of the day here. I'm going to go back to a guy that we played last time, Nathan Eovaldi over 5.5 strikeouts. This is minus 130, and we're playing this for 1 unit. Nathan Eovaldi is absolutely fantastic. His stuff is disgusting. 96 percentile in chase rate, 84 in whiff rate, strikeout percentage, 75th percentile. So obviously gets the job done. Obviously, I remember talking to you guys yesterday about the 2-seam and cutters and how that's not how you get strikeouts. Well, the way you get strikeouts is how Nathan Eovaldi pitches. This year, in his first start, this was his breakdown. 31% fastball, averaging around 97 miles an hour, 22% curveball, 19 or 20% slider, and 19% split. So you got 3 disgusting pitches. Splitter's probably one of the best in the game, probably behind Ohtani's, probably the only one I like better. And he's running up the velo up there pretty high, like I said. Last year or this year, he averaged 98.2 on that in that first outing. He had a 70% whiff rate on his splitter in his first game, 36% on his fastball, which is very, very high for a 4-seam fastball in the major leagues. And we're playing up against the Tigers today. We have guys who chase, right? We have a guy, obviously I don't have the lineup yet, but Victor Reyes is a 40% chase guy. Candelario, 30%. We got Badu, 30%. We have Cabrera, 31%. There's a lot of guys here that do allow you to get swings and misses with rates above the 25% as well. And obviously not many guys have the stuff that Nathan Eovaldi does. Probably some of the best stuff in the MLB if you're going off those. But I do really like his stuff today to match up here with the Tigers. I relate him here as more of that wild type of guy. He's kind of toned it in, but Dylan Cease is kind of that same way, right? Throws hard, got a splitter, fantastic slider, and he had 8 Ks in 5 innings on these guys. Eovaldi showed that he could push further into his starts, and this being his second start, I like this play even more. So really like Eovaldi here over 5.5 strikeouts. Again, guys, if you could please hit the like button. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch the videos, continuing to like the channel, and it means a ton to me. And we're just going to keep pushing away, keep trying to put out content for you guys. Should have passed the prop later in the day, so make sure you guys tune in for that as well. And let's get to it. Second play of the day. Dodgers first 5 team total over 2.5. We have the Dodgers today in Minnesota facing off against Chris Paddack in his first start for his new team. And I just don't see this going well for Mr. Paddack here. Chris Paddack last year in 108 innings, he had 58 innings versus lefties. He had 214 average against 50 innings against righties, 325 average against. A lot of power in this Dodgers lineup. We're going to be rolling out Will Smith. You're going to roll out Mookie Betts. You're going to roll out Trey Turner. You're going to roll out a lot of right-handed power bats here, right-handed contact bats as well. And the reason why, right, is he's going to be using that changeup quite a bit. Changeup is much more effective against lefties as a right-handed pitcher, right, because it's rolling away from you. Gets you a little bit more ground balls, gets you a lot more soft contact. But you're going to be playing against a team like this. Trey Turner does not strike out much. Mookie Betts does not strike out much. Will Smith is a very strong, powerful catcher from the right-hand side as well. I will probably have Dodgers quite a bit in my DraftKings lineups today, FanDuel lineups. We'll have those in just because I don't like going with guys on their first starts. It's just something I always have done, and it seemed to be paying off for me. Dodgers finally came into their own late last game, putting up a 6th spot in the 8th inning to take the lead here. And I think that rolls over right into today, right? When you're seeing the ball well and you have that confidence going, I think that's going to obviously lead to good things today. Just looking at Chris Paddack's numbers against the right-hand side, you're seeing a 547 slugging, 381 WOBA, just numbers that you really don't want to see, right? Especially even last year, if you just go into his home games, right? Technically, this is a home game, but we don't really know, obviously, with him being his first start there. Chris Paddack at home last year had a 6.3 ERA, 320 batting average allowed against. He also starts slow usually to start the season. Last year, he was a 5.4 ERA in the first March and April, his first 23 innings. He got hit around quite a bit there. And then he kind of settled in and then stuck to the second half of the season. But yeah, once we see this, it's the first and second time through the lineup, probably where we're looking at these team totals in the first 5. First time through the order, 3.2 ERA, so very good. But that second time through the order, it bumps up to 7.2. I think that's a very important stat because obviously the second time through the order, you'll have to see top guys again. So I think we see some numbers. I think we see the Dodgers put up quite a few today and take this one from the Twins with Kershaw on the bump. So again, guys, going with the Dodgers first 5 team total, going with Eovaldi over 5.5 strikeouts. Drop a like if you guys are tailing. Appreciate you. Hopefully see you live for Pass the Prop in a bit. We'll get you more details on that over on Twitter. So thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Appreciate you for tuning in, and best of luck on your bets, and hopefully see you later today.